Kucoin. So, Kucoin is one of the biggest exchanges around. They claim that 1 in 4 crypto traders use Kucoin, which is definitely possible. I think I've always said like you should have 4 or 5 exchanges that you're a member of. So Kucoin has had 2 bull cycles. First bull cycle did pretty damn well. Second bull cycle did even better. It's on an upward trajectory. So I want to take a look at what this can hit this year. That's going to be based on underlying numbers. Now, before I get into any of it, if you are new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos that I thought could do very, very well. As you can see, Kucoin, formerly Kucoin shares, Kucoin Token is there. Now, if you'd have popped $100 into these coins when I released the videos and sold after about 16 months, your profit in that time would have been over 123 grand. Now, the thing is we're in a bull cycle, so you don't have 16 months. If you've got cryptos in your holdings you're not confident in, get onto copymycrypto.com and have a read through the site. This is the site I run where I share all the coins I own with my members. Whenever I find a crypto like many of these that I think is going to make a lot of cash, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the coin that I found, why I'm going to buy it, and the price I'm going to buy it at. So my members get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, so they make the same profit, and they have no work to do at all. If you go onto the site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You can see their testimonials on the service they get at Copy My Crypto. You can also see some of my past successes, whether it is getting the members in on a meme coin that did a 300x in a couple of weeks, whether it is Phantom, which did a 700 or just shy of a 700x and made millionaires. It's all on the history of this channel, so you can verify it all. And if after doing that, you want to find out the cryptos I expect to be the winners this year, all you have to do to find out about those coins is join up on the site, guys. Now, Kucoin. So, when it launched in 2017, it was less than $1. In fact, it was about 7 cents. It did go as high as $20 in 2018, and obviously had a big pullback. At points was as low as 34 cents in the bear cycle. Like I said, I got in on it at about 96 cents. Went to an all-time high of $28.80. Now, there is nothing complicated here. Kucoin is an exchange token. They built with the same kind of concept as BNB in mind, right? So they are an exchange-traded token. They are a... they used to be known as Kucoin shares, and basically if you were a Kucoin holder, you get a share of trading revenue. So Kucoin itself was the total supply was set at 200 million. However, they consistently do buybacks and burns because they want to get the supply down to 100 million. So sooner or later, as well, Kucoin's decentralized trading solution goes live. Now, they did go live. I don't think that's been amazing. Kucoin also announced that empowering KCS will be a priority of Kucoin and will build KCS as a killer product rather than a simple token, which is bound to diversify the benefits for the holders and in the long run, obviously, should cause the price to rally. Now, in terms of the burn, as I said, they do buybacks from the market and burn them every quarter. The amount of burn Kucoin token depends on the quarterly trading volume. So the circulating supply of KCS is decreasing and will eventually, settle at 100 mil. It was founded, the company behind it was originally founded in 2013 by Eric Don, Jack Zhu, John Lee, Kent Lee, Linda Lin, Michael Gann, and Top Lan. And obviously the exchange launched in 2017. The exchange, like I said, nothing overly complicated. You know what you're getting with an exchange. It's spot trading, it's margin trading. There are, of course, benefits if you're a Kucoin holder as well. They say 1 out of every 4 crypto holders worldwide is with Kucoin. 200 countries covered, 40 million global investors, 900 plus coins. Trading volume is outstanding, 5.15 billion in the last 24 hours. And if we actually go on, we can have a look at kind of where they rank. So in terms of trading volume, 1.28 on spot. So I assume that means there's a few billion on derivatives. Yeah, so 7.7 billion on derivatives, 1.2 billion, 1.3 billion on spot trading. So they are doing daily volume around the 9 billion mark. That is pretty spectacular. I mean, realistically, of course, there's others that are doing better in terms of derivatives, in terms of volume, but exchange tokens always seem to do well. They always seem to go to better highs. And part of that is down to the fact that during a bull cycle, you get more and more and more and more and more investors. And all of a sudden, the first, or the coin they're the most exposed to tends to be an exchange token. Of course, everyone knows about Bitcoin. You know, most people probably know about Ethereum, maybe XRP, Solana, who knows. But when you join an exchange, the single token that you see the most of is the exchange token itself. And what you tend to see is the exchange tokens are one of the last in a bull cycle to really rise. And when that happens, they do kind of have that blow off top. And it's usually just that huge surge of FOMO kicks in. You know, millions of new investors enter the space. And Kucoin has got a good, significant presence worldwide. It is one of the top exchanges. And as a result, they can rally once again. They're also in a long-term uptrend. I mean, they have had 2 bull cycles and they've went from a high of $20 to a high of $28.80. You know, you keep that sort of percentage growth in mind, that's about 40%. So if they're going to do another 40%, that brings Kucoin up to around about $40. Now, obviously, nothing's linear, but that's actually a fair assessment. Like, could it hit $40? Absolutely. Put it a market cap of around $5 billion. Actually, well, yeah, $5 billion. Is that crazy high? Not really. Not really, because the reality is they are doing $9 billion of trading volume a day. So exchange tokens, while they're boring and why they might not yield huge return on investment, what they will do long term is still win. Especially if they've got solid footholds. Like, yeah, there's always going to be new exchanges that pop up and then competition will increase. But Kucoin's one of the first. They've maintained their position now as one of the top exchanges for nearly 8 years. Obviously, they're not going to beat Binance. Nothing will beat Binance. That's highly improbable. But as long as they keep their foothold, as long as they don't lose tons of market share to a new up-and-coming exchange, which I think is unlikely, the long term looks really bright for Kucoin. I think $40 is a real fair target. It's just shy of a 4x, and I think it's very, very achievable. But what do you guys think? How high do you think Kucoin can go? Is there a better exchange token out there that you think can do way, way more? If there is and no one's chatting about it, let me know in the comments. I'll happily do a video about it, guys. And look, we're in a bull cycle, and if you've got cryptos you're not confident in, that you're not happy with the performance of, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a read through the site. On my site, you will see some of the profits my members have made, some of their testimonials, some of my successes, whether it is getting the members in on a meme coin that did a few 100x in a couple of weeks, whether it is Phantom that did nearly a 700x and made millionaires. These are all public record. You can verify everything you read, you watch, you see on the history of this channel. On my site, I share with all my members every single coin I own. Whenever I find a crypto that I think is going to make a lot of money, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto that I found, why I think it's going to make a ton of cash, and what price I'm buying it at. Whenever I sell one of the coins I own, I let my members know which coin I'm selling, why I'm selling it, and what price I'm selling it. So there is no work for my members. They get in and out of coins at the same price as me, so they make the same profit. But read through the site, verify it all, and if you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners this year, all you have to do to find out is join up on the site, guys. And if you do, I'll see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.